Sames.
Same.
I don't know why I sounded excited about that.
I haven't.
I haven't either.
I haven't, and they're giving us the vaccine next week. Yeah.
Mm.
Mine was heart palpitations, and yeah, that's my symptom. It's been near heart attacks and skipping beats and arrhythmias and all sorts of funness.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm 27. I don't need a heart attack. Thank you.
Yes. No.
I just had a baby.
Mine was just very, 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 very mild. Extremely. I had one day where I was completely exhausted. I was at Universal Studios and Disney, and I couldn't even ride rides. I didn't know I had it then. I just thought I was normal tired. And then I lost my sense of smell after that, and that's when I knew it wasn't normal tired. So.
Well, if we're going to be honest, actually having the virus, I had a fever one day, and that was it.
Yeah, I didn't even get one.
And then I coughed a lot, and then but it's like it gave me the fatigue, and then I never got over the fatigue, and then now it's like I walked to go get the mail, and I feel like I ran a mile, like I sprinted a mile, and then it makes my heart beat so fast that I feel like I'm about to just die. It's bad. It's bad. Been to the doctor a couple of times over it, and yeah.
Praise Jesus that my mother, she got it, but is asymptomatic.
That's
because
awesome.
She is at risk on the list 4 times. COPD, asthma, autoimmune, and she's had 2 heart attacks in her life. So she falls under that heart condition category.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Amber got it, and we don't know if any of her symptoms were from that or the very recent C-section. So, but she's doing a lot better. Her mom had it with us, and she just had very mild symptoms, and we'll never be able to tell if the baby got it or not, because even if you did an antibody test because he's breastfed, he would have got Amber's antibodies. So,
yeah.
And it's not like we can ask him, did you have the COVID? You know.
Were you experiencing any symptoms?
Okay, well, we can go ahead and get started then. Looks like John is not going to make it tonight, but he hopefully can make it in the future. So we will begin. We will be playing the module Lost Mines of Phandelver. If you guys haven't heard of it, it was the starter set with Dungeons and Dragons, and it's pretty well known to be a very good module. I've ran it a few times, so I know my way around it pretty well, so which makes it easy to prep. So you all have made your way to Neverwinter through whatever means. Maybe you all are looking for your first adventure. Maybe you were born there. Maybe you stumbled upon this. But as your time in Neverwinter, you ran into a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker. Now, Gundren Rockseeker is this, hefty, of course, short dwarf, bald, or no, not bald head. Sorry, changes. Long reddish hair, this beard that's very unkempt. It's sticking out at the sides. You guys met him wherever in Neverwinter. He seems like you maybe all met him in different taverns, met him all over the place. He was searching the whole town of Neverwinter, looking for some adventurers. Although the adventurers are easy to come by in Neverwinter, he wanted some cheaper ones. So he found you guys who maybe haven't been on a lot of adventures. So in your time meeting with him, he told you in a week's time, meet me at the Driftwood Tavern. So in a week's time, you all have made your way to the Driftwood Tavern. As you make your way in, you're not together at this point. You are all separate, but you come into the Driftwood Tavern, which is compared to the tavern that you probably met Gundren in, or wherever you met Gundren, this is a very uppity tavern. It's very, very nice. It's very expensive. You see lots of nobles dressed in fine attire. They might give you kind of a backwards look as you walk in the door, saying, kind of judging you for what you might look like. But you're welcome nonetheless. So you guys can come in and find a seat. What's everyone doing as they go into the tavern?
I look around to see if there's anybody like playing any games or anything like that. Like maybe is this a kind of tavern where they might have like arm wrestling or something like that?
Probably not. No, it's
No.
pretty it's pretty uppity.
Can
so
we get a character description?
Yeah, we'll do that in a little bit here. We'll wait. So just go ahead with it, whatever you're gonna do.
Then I'll just kind of look around since there's not anything going on like that. I'll just sit down in the corner, just kind of looking around.
Yeah,
I go
and
straight to the bar.
Hector, especially, you would get some looks.
Yeah.
Being the race that you are in Neverwinter. Although no one would confront you or anything like that, but they would definitely look at you a little strange.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else doing anything in particular? Roll a perception check for me.
I don't perceive it. She steals mine. Just know where this is going.
Unfortunately, these noble men and women that are in this bar are pretty wise to the streets of Neverwinter, and they seem to keep their coin purses well hidden in places that pickpockets would not expect. So you kind of circle around the tavern a few times, trying to see if you can find any, but you don't really pick up on anybody's coin purse sticking out too big. So, anybody else doing anything?
I would like to. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I'll go. I was just going to get like very few refreshment at the water and minimal food at the service area, and then find a corner where I can watch the room.
So you're like getting like water and the complimentary peanuts.
Exactly.
I would like to immediately go up to the bar and look over my shoulder a couple of times. Maybe make sure maybe no one I know is here, and then I would like to order a beer.
Yeah. You can get some. They have some ale. It is a silver piece, which you would quickly realize, that is some expensive ale.
That is some expensiveness, and maybe I can't do that, and it made me feel like my mom has something to do with why I can't do that, but okay. And so I walk away. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I grab him to the bar, and I tell the bartender, 4 rounds for us, sir.
For you?
For me and him.
Oh, there you go.
Well, very, very excitedly. Thank you, sir. And I'd like to shake your hand.
I kind of reach
Or
out.
actually, I would probably say, salam. Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah. So he pours. So that'll be 8 silver. If you're doing 4 rounds for each of you, is that what you said?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so 8 silver. So that's 10 silver is 1 gold.
Okay. I'll tip him.
Yeah. Tip him 2 more silver.
Yep.
Okay. Just hand over whole gold. He seems like he's pretty used to that kind of behavior, tipping that high. So he's not amazed by that. He says, "Oh, thank you very much," and kind of takes away. So you guys are kind of sitting, watching, looking for purses, and just sitting in the corner, whatever you might be doing. As you're doing that, you would hear a boisterous voice from outside, laughing as a dwarf that you would all recognize slams the door open and is walking in with a older man with a sword and armor on behind him. He kind of walks in, looks around. He's acting very big, like he's acting like he's the big tough guy in the place. And he kind of looks around and kind of points to all of you and waves you over to a corner table. So he kind of points you guys out in the crowd, and you can all head that way.
Shuffle over there and
Yeah, I somehow managed to carry my now 2 drinks over there.
So you guys all make your way to the table. Gundren, and you do not know his friend behind him, but he says, "Oh, hello there, my friends. It's good to see you all." And he kind of scratches this long, unkept beard. Remind me of all your names again. And then we'll just go ahead and start with Drift. Give your name to the party, and then a character description for me.
Salam, my name is Drift. And you see Bam with bright electric blue eyes and some wavy white hair. He's dressed in a really exotic style, and he's got bright blue skin, and he is a Air Genasi, if any of you would know that. And so, just kind of average height, a little slight of build, kind of smallish on the build side, and kind of seems to be looking over his shoulder a lot. Like maybe he really is not comfortable in this adventuring role, but also is just really excited to be doing it.
Okay. Hector?
So Hector says, "I am Hector. I'm very new to this, but my family said that adventuring is something that I should be good at. So that's what I'm trying to do." And basically what you guys see when you look at him, most of you just see a chainmail chest, because Hector is very, very, very tall. And he is a bugbear in chainmail. And he's got a very, very clean and new looking polished armor. So he doesn't look like a regular bugbear. He looks very put together. His hair's all combed, like he's very put together. So
I'm just picturing the beast in chainmail right now. Sorry.
Yep. Basically,
good description.
I was gonna do Chewbacca, but yeah, go with the beast.
Okay, Thunder.
Yes. Names Thaddeus, Holland, Ulysses, Nathaniel, Daniel, Elijah, Roland, Frederick, Isaiah, Stanley III, or Thunderfist, or just Thunder, really. But because I'm gonna bring the thunder. Come on. Anyways, you just see this little halfling, just 3 feet tall, just in some black robes, almost like he has sweatpants on, ready to kind of go about.
Cat.
Sorry, I had to expand that so you can see the full name. I'm Kat. I am an average height looking human female. Long, dark, almost emo hair covering pretty much everything down. A rapier at my waist that looks like it's seen some wear and tear. My skin is extremely on the pale side. Almost like I really don't like the daytime and being out in the day and prefer evening activities. I'm just wearing common leather armor, but I seem to never stop moving my fingers and kind of watching everything around me. Specifically anything that might look shiny. Intrigues me a lot, almost like a cat.
Okay, and is it Yira?
Ilra.
Ilra. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's an L.
Okay. Okay. Say your name one more time for me. I love how this Naseri was hard, and now
Althaic was hard.
yeah,
I know. And this I thought was going to be the easiest name. It's Ilra.
Ilra. Okay, yeah, no, that's not that hard. I just need to remember it.
I mean, Ilra would work too, but it's just easier to say ill. So she stands, she's human and wearing chainmail armor. You can tell that she's experienced as a soldier. She wears a rank and she carries herself with authority, and has her hair tightly in a bun. It's brown, and she herself though is fairly pale, and she just kind of sits and stands proper but doesn't contribute much to conversation.
Okay. Gundren kind of smiling at you. Go, all right. Well, again, I'm Gundren. I think you all remember me in this, my buddy. And he kind of slaps this guy on the back as he kind of stumbles forward. This is Sildar here. He's going to be traveling along with us. He kind of raises his hand and bows his head. Sildar is he's an older man, probably about in his 50s. So he looks like probably back in the day he adventured quite a bit. Probably not much anymore. But his hair is blonde and it's slicked back, and he kind of has some stubble on his face. Probably used to always be clean shaven, but nowadays he kind of lets it go occasionally. I brought you all here for a very good reason. I need some supplies taken to a little tiny settlement town called Phandelver. These supplies I know I mentioned it, but I have stumbled on something big, real big. I mean, it is gonna, he kind of rubs his finger together like it's gonna be big, guys. So, unfortunately, I can't reveal too much at this point, but I just need you guys to take a wagon. We have it near the gate. We're gonna take that wagon of supplies to Phandelver. Okay, that seems pretty simple, right?
Sure.
All right. Once you get there, you're gonna take it. We're gonna take it to a man named Barthen at Barthen's Provisions, and he's gonna pay you. I've already kind of arranged with him 10 gold each, so it's good pay because it's needed. All right. Okay. Well, are you all ready to go? You have any questions?
What's in the cart?
Just basic mining supplies and some different things. Nothing too like. I mean, bandits. I think if bandits jumped on you, they probably wouldn't be too excited about taking any of it, but it's necessary. So, any other questions?
Yeah.
All right. So follow me. We'll head out. And he starts heading out the door. Sildar kind of turns and follows behind him. Y'all following?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So he leads you out of the tavern and leads you to the south gate of Neverwinter. You assume that's probably why he chose this tavern, because it was so close to the gate. He takes you out around the corner, and there is a wagon with 2 oxen, and then there's 2 horses tied up near him. And he says, "Okay, you guys are going to be taking the wagon, and me and Sildar are going to ride along with you. So, who wants to drive?"
I've only had a couple. Sure, why not?
I guess this is an out of character question. If I'm proficient in land vehicles, would I be
Yes,
qualified?
yes.
Okay.
You would be
Probably.
proficient
So-
in driving this then.
So Ilra will volunteer to drive.
Okay.
Seems much
Okay,
safer than the drop.
I think that's better than you, Thunderfist. You might want to just lay down in the back. I don't know what could happen. We don't want to break the wagon or anything like that. So yeah, I think Ilra, I think you can drive. But yeah, we'll get on the horses and let's go. And he kind of excitedly, and you guys see this major like pep in his step, like he's like just waddling along really fast, getting on top of his horse, and Sildar's kind of smiling slightly as he's climbing on top of his.
I'm imagining a dwarf getting a horse.
Yeah, I imagine that there's like extensions to the saddle, almost like a ladder type thing that he can step up on and to get up on top. Because he would need help getting up on top of a horse. So
I'm imagining like this little ladder that falls all the way to the ground on the saddle, and he just gets to like
he just
rope
climbs
ladder
up
up,
it,
and
basically.
then he has to pull it up. And
Hey,
tie
Alex,
it off.
how old were you when you rode that Clydesdale?
I was gonna say,
How old were you when you rode that Clydesdale?
Imagine that.
10 or 11? Okay, yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
Yeah, it'd be kind of like that. These would be pretty big, hefty horses too, because they have to travel quite
There's
a
a
ways.
dwarf riding a horse.
So, okay. Okay. Everyone jumping in. You guys, there's enough room in the back. You guys can all climb in the back. If you want to walk along, you could too, because they're oxens. So you probably could keep up pretty easily. But yeah, you guys head out. Ilra, go ahead and roll me a d20 and add your proficiency modifier.
2, right?
Yes.
To start.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can just roll d20. We can add it in our heads, I'm sure.
Great.
So, Ilra, you get up on and you kind of, and then nothing happens. You're kind of and Gundren kind of walks over and Sildar on their horse, and Sildar actually would lean over. Okay, all right, let's just calm down here. And here he kind of takes his sword out and kind of just taps the ox on the butt, and it starts traveling. Nothing bad coming out of it, but you were able to get it off, and after that, you control it pretty easily. Yeah, that was a little embarrassing. Your pride hurts a little.
Yes, it would.
Okay. You guys travel for a while. Now tell me, if you guys don't have this figured out, that's all right. Is everyone from Neverwinter or surrounding areas, or are you from somewhere else?
I'm
Any
just
ideas?
off. I grew up kind of in the country.
I'm from far off.
Far off? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in the country, kind of. I was raised by centaurs and satyrs, so I wasn't like actually raised by bugbears, and so I was just kind of almost where the Feywild meets the material plane.
Anybody else? You guys
I've
know?
done odd jobs basically in Neverwinter.
I'm gonna say
Wherever their army was needed.
Neverwinter is basically where I'm from, just kind of that area.
So, some of you may begin thinking this as you begin traveling out of Neverwinter. This might be your first time going a long ways out of Neverwinter, and it's kind of like leaving a big city and going out into Kansas, like where I'm from. It's like, this is weird. I'm not used to this. So some of you are kind of enjoying the sights. Some of you are a little freaked out. This is your first adventure. You guys are sitting pretty quietly on the cart, and Sildar will kind of mosey up next to you guys and say, so tell me, why did you all decide to start adventuring? If you don't mind me asking, of course.
More gold, more beer.
So that's a cause. I don't know if it's worthy, but it's a cause nonetheless.
My tribe, whenever they would talk to me, about the heroes that saved the world, I have often dreamed of a far-off place where a hero's welcome is waiting for me.
Well, that's definitely an option, I think. We see lots of adventurers around here. Come pretty big, pretty quick.
It took everything in me to not sing it. It took everything.
Oh, I didn't even pick up on that. I never would have gotten it.
I think I missed
trying
it.
to be like my character. I'm just giggling.
I was trying to move on and say I couldn't.
Yeah. I never would have picked up on that. You can do all the Disney reference you want. Yeah. Okay.
Someone else go.
Let's just say I was getting a bit too familiar with the guards.
I understand that.
Oh, whoa, what were you doing over there?
wanting to change. I understand.
And it's a call of freedom in the wind. And when you feel tied down, you just want to escape and go see new places.
I definitely get that as well. I'm not a big fan of always being in Neverwinter, but it's so tight, and I love being in the open air, but sure dangerous out here at times, but worth it. Ilra?
Adventure is the only place for someone like me.
Born with it. I've seen lots of people like that. Well, I'm excited to see some fledgling adventurers. Back in my day, I remember going out on my first adventure just like you guys. And as he would go off into probably a long story that is just horribly boring. You guys, most of you in the back would be falling asleep. But yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about or do during the first day of travel?
Not really.
All right. Perfect. Towards the end of the day, you notice, Ilra, you would probably notice right away, the oxen are starting to get real tired. Probably about time to pull over, set up camp. So you pulled over, and Gundren and Sildar are kind of back behind you discussing something. And as you guys are setting up camp, getting your sleeping bags out, setting up any tents you might have or anything like that, setting up a fire, Gundren and Sildar will actually ride up and say, all right, guys, I'm sorry to do this to you. You'll be fine, I'm sure. But me and Sildar are just going to go ahead and just travel ahead. We're going to get to Phandelver quick. You'll just keep following the high road until you hit the Tribor Trail. You'll see the signs. It's real simple. You're going so slow, you'll for sure not miss it. But I'm just so excited to get up there. Careful. There are bandits and goblins around, but nothing too big, and they really shouldn't bother you. All right.
All right.
All right. We'll see you in Phandelver. And he kind of whips his horse, and they ride off much faster. They continue on. Okay, so you guys get camp set up. Anything you'd like to do or say before you head out this?
I'd like to make sure I have my bottle around my neck, and then keep. And then I'm going to go through the checklist of things I've made that an adventurer would do, and I'm going to go and check all the crates, make sure everything is where it needs to be, and that everything is good on that. And I'm going to suggest that maybe we should set a watch order for tonight.
I'll take the first watch.
And I'll do second watch.
Do we have any more ale? Because I'm all
He
out.
will not be taking watch.
Oh, I'm good. I'm a halfling. I'm good.
I would also like to, while we're doing this, I'm polishing my shield and then my sword, and then I'm actually polishing each individual ring of my chainmail.
Teddy Bear, why are you so meticulous over there?
Because
armor's meant to get dirty.
Well, yeah, but we have to take pride in what we do.
Well, yeah,
we have to always, be our best.
With it being dirty, it shows you know what you're doing. Otherwise, they just think you're a rookie.
Well, I don't want to look like a normal bugbear. When you look like me, people tend to fight first, ask questions later.
You're a teddy bear. Ain't nobody gonna take you.
Sure. This tends to set me apart just a little bit, so I don't get attacked first thing first. And he keeps polishing and.
I'm going to, after getting set up, go off to the side and just practice through some forms with my rapier. I can take final watch.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Okay. We'll head off to sleep then. Drift, you're taking, or no, Hector, you're taking first watch, correct?
Yes. And
Go
so
ahead.
while I'm taking the first watch, I would like to do my exercise routine. So I'm doing like push-ups, and then I'm doing sit-ups and then jumping jacks. Just kind of get my exercise routine out of the way while I'm doing
Okay.
watch.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Ooh, first roll.
Hopefully not like mine.
Or mine.
Perception.
Oh,
Nice.
hey-o.
There you go.
I didn't
keeping
actually
watch.
see. Oh, sweet.
Natural
I didn't actually see what it was until.
Keeping watch during the night. It's pretty quiet, pretty peaceful. You might hear some wolves howling in the distance, but nothing seems to approach. Probably anything's pretty scared off by the fire. So
All right.
you end your watch. Go ahead and wake up Drift, and right, Drift, where you go next.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay.
I'll make a perception check.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
And it's the net one.
Probably.
Don't say
It'll
that.
be at
Oh my
disadvantage
gosh.
anyway. Doesn't matter. Because it is dark, so you can't see very far into the dark. Yeah, I mean, seems perfectly peaceful.
I also don't have dark vision, so there's that.
That's what I'm
Am I
saying.
the only one with dark vision in the party?
I
No,
have
Cat
it.
has it. Everybody else doesn't. So
Wait,
My-
I thought you were
my-
a human.
Half.
Oh.
half human.
My mind is preoccupied by thoughts of high adventure and freedom.
Yes.
And
yeah,
that ale that
absolutely.
you drank earlier.
Yep. So you keep watch. I mean, everything seems fine. Doesn't seem like anything's coming to attack you. You will make it through your watch safely. And then lastly, Ilra, were you the last one?
No, I
Or was
think
it?
Cat
Oh,
was.
Cat.
I
Okay.
am because she rode.
Yeah, you're good. Okay.
15.
So yeah, you'll go wake up Cat. Cat, go ahead and wake up and roll a perception check for me.
All right. I'm just not doing good today on my rolling. Oof.
Kind of the same. You can see a little farther into the dark, and you might see some movement in the distance. You're not sure what kind of animal or creature it is, but thankfully, again, it does not bother you. And you will end your watch, and you will all wake up safely the next morning for travel. So, anything you guys want to do during the day of travel?
I'm going to walk some this time because riding is boring. And
Okay.
just kind of keep an eye out on the trees and everything. Seeing if I can spot anything to practice my rapier or bow on.
Okay.
Fresh
Hector
fall
also
sense.
walks so that he doesn't want to let his body get out of shape. So
I'm
Okay.
gonna run on the side of the cart and then hop onto the ox and surf on the ox. Basically, just standing on it.
it's got to be an
Okay.
animal handling check.
Roll an
right?
animal handling check.
Animal handling?
I mean,
All right.
It's
All
got to
right.
be.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Oh.
So you were able to jump and land on it, and immediately it kind of picks up in like fear, and then you kind of lean down and touch it on the back, like on its neck, and kind of pat it, and it kind of turns and looks, and it kind of is like, okay, it calms down a little bit, and it will let you ride on it for a little while. So that could have been really bad. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do during that day? Okay. So you guys will get traveling. Oxen get tired. Go ahead and pull over. You set up camp. You'll be able to sleep through the night without issue tonight, and then you will move into your second to last day of travel. Moving down, you will finally get to the point. This road, the high road, is what it's called that you've been traveling on. It's kind of paved. It looks like stone has been set where this road, but as you come to a little split off, you'll see this sign that says Tribor Trail, and then kind of it's pretty nice sign, but then underneath is like nailed a painted sign that says Phandelver, kind of underneath pointing this way. So you guys will turn and head up the Tribor Trail, and this is a little rougher. It's a little bumpier, but still fine. The oxen obviously can handle it. So after about most of the day's travel, it's starting to get evening. You guys are moving around a bend. You notice something in the distance. Let me see. What's everyone's passive perception for me, real quick?
12.
Check.
13.
Yeah,
13.
mine's low, I think.
12.
I
12.
think mine might just be normal.
Oh, that's passive wisdom / perception. 15.
15.
10.
Okay. So yeah, Kat, you would be the first one to notice. As you kind of move around the spin, you would notice 2 dead horses laying in the middle of the road up in front of you.
Just the horses?
As far as you can tell from here.
Do they look familiar?
You're not sure from here. You have to get a little closer.
My rapier is out.
As is my sword and shield,
Well,
and I'm going to kind of jog up to the horses.
Wait, what's going on?
Hey, drunk man. Keep
What?
your yap
I haven't
shut.
drank today yet. There's what?
Keep your yap shut. There's something up
Oh.
ahead.
Okay. Is it gold?
I'm going to move into the bushes next to the road
Okay.
and
Let me
kind of stealth.
go ahead and move you guys
sword.
over so you can see what's going on here.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Oh, hey, dead horses. Okay.
That's a narrowing of the trail. Can I get up on that hill? Like, can I yoink a doink?
Yeah, you right there for sure. You can go up it easily.
I was
mean,
gonna
it's
say,
just
yeah,
walk,
that's.
but- Okay,
I
everybody
kind of
stop
want to
moving for
stealth
a
up
second.
there.
Yeah.
Everybody stop moving for a second. Let me do something. Let me check some stuff real fast.
What's the dwarf guy's name again?
Gundren?
Okay, I'm gonna
He's
yell
gone,
for
right?
Gudrun. Gudrun!
And I'm gonna tell you to shut up.
But he needs to know that we're here to help him.
Yeah.
I was gonna say your little one is just staring at you with so much love.
Mm-hmm.
It's adorable.
Find you someone who looks at you the way that my daughter looks at my food.
Okay. Everyone, go ahead and move.
This
Move
is where I
another
want to be.
like 3 or 4 squares. What's everyone doing?
1, 2, 3. I want to investigate. So
I
I'm
want to
walking
stealth
towards
Come
in
them.
these
here.
trees.
Okay, roll stealth
I'm
check.
gonna just go over here.
Oh, I'm not trying to be stealthy. Oh,
I
is that
am.
her? Okay.
Just for Cat. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Hector's not at all trying to be stealthy.
Do I want to try and be stealthy? Yeah, I'm gonna try and be stealthy.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, everyone, go ahead and move like 3 more squares. Tell me where you're going.
1,
As
2.
everyone here, you guys would quickly notice, you would recognize these horses and saddlebags. These are Guntran's and Sildar's horses, and it looks like you would see a few arrows sticking out of the horses.
Do I recognize them
tell-
as goblin arrows?
Roll a insight.
Oh, I was just assuming since.
I would assume since you're a bugbear, you'd have some sort of.
Yeah.
I'll
Insight,
roll
you
an
said?
insight check.
But he wasn't raised with bugbears, so
True.
Oh, fair point. Did it
Damn
roll
it.
for me or not?
It looks like it
It
could
did.
be.
Okay.
Looks like it could be. You're not 100% sure. But as you guys are stepping forward, kind of looking at the horses, you hear a voice yell out, "Attack!" And some arrows are going to fly out of the bushes. One at Ilra.
I'm gonna have to zoom out one.
What is your armor class, Ilra?
18.
Okay.
Oh, good. I like where I'm sitting then.
And then 1 at Hector. Hector, what is your armor class?
Also 18.
These are both gonna hit. I rolled 18
I feel
exactly.
so extremely squishy right now.
You are both going to take 3 piercing damage as 2 goblins fire arrows out of the trees,
Okay.
revealing themselves.
Which one, like, did I get hit in the front or the back?
You got hit in the front. So these
Okay.
2 up here. This one attacked Hector. This one attacked.
Okay.
And then also, Kat, what is your armor class?
14.
Okay, you are going to get hit in the back with an arrow,
How did they spot me with my stealth
taking
check?
6 piercing.
Ew.
Yeah, he rolled.
I was gonna say I rolled a 19, so that had to be a good roll for him.
You walked right by him, and he had seen you before you started stealthing. Like he was standing like over here, but his stealth check was very high too. Okay, let me check, make sure this is cleared real quick. Go ahead and roll initiative, everyone.
Initiative.
Is that PC action 1?
No, you should have an initiative one, don't you?
No, we just
No.
have PC action 1 and PC action 2.
I don't have any of those.
Oh, here we go.
Action
Now you
1
should
is
have
my
initiative.
rapier.
No, you should have initiative now. So, yeah, action 1 will be your first, like on your where you have your weapons and
Yeah.
spells. It'll be the first one. Action 2 will be your second one.
Why did my initiative roll weird?
'Cause
Where did you click it?
You use the macro for it.
Oh, I used the button.
Yeah, no one else used the button. Okay, let me roll for the goblins.
The music changed.
Oh, oops. What is PC action 2 then? One-handed.
Okay.
Oh, so it's just the same thing both times. Gotcha.
I'm
Sorry,
not
just
why
figuring
am I
out what the
not
buttons do.
hearing the music right now. Are you guys hearing the music?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can turn it down if you go to your settings tab.
I love the music. It's gorgeous, but streaming, I have it turned off.
Oh, it should all be
It might
Copyright.
be, but Twitch is dumb.
yes.
Pretty baby right there.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm not hearing this.
Yeah. Say you.
I might reload real fast, guys. Because I need music. The music is for me. It's not for you guys. I don't.
Jordan, just so you know, one of my watchers is going gaga over your little one.
Okay.
I would like to have my little one with me, but he has been kidnapped by his other family members, and they won't.
Get him?
Mhm.
Oh.
It's like I've barely been able to hold him for like 2 days.
He really wants to play.
Mm-hmm.
Now things
Keeps
are
trying to type on
moving
the
how they should.
computer.
Okay. Now I'm here.
Hey, Addie. Uncle Jonathan says hi.
Love this song. Okay. Drift, you are first to go. What would you like to do?
All right. Okay. So I'm assuming I see the ones that shot the
Yes.
over here.
Yep. Any of them you can see, basically.
Okay. So I would like to immediately take my full action 5, 10, 15. I'm assuming it's double movement to get over the escarpment.
The hills.
Yes.
You'll have to roll me a check. Make sure you can get up it. It's kind of loose gravel.
All right. So athletics, acrobatics.
Athletics.
It would be athletics.
Okay. Yeah, you make it up. You
Okay.
can pull
So
yourself up.
and so 25, 30, right there at the top. and I would like to throw a dagger. And I'm dual wielding at the moment, so I'd like to throw first with my actual action. I would like to throw my boomerang at this goblin here.
All right. Roll it. That will miss, unfortunately.
Well, it comes right back to my hand.
Goes back.
And then I would like to, with my offhand action, throw a dagger at the same one. So this one will be take 2 off of it because I have to take off my other bonuses. So also will miss, and I lose the dagger. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Flies by this guy. He kind of looks at you. Okay, Hector.
Throw me.
Hector is going to also go up. I guess do an athletics check.
Yep.
Which means I gotta pull up the. Hang on. It's okay. And you said athletics?
Yes. Oops. Yeah, you make it up easily.
Okay. Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. And then I would like to longsword him in the face.
Do it. That will be a miss, unfortunately.
Cool.
So you swing, it kind of ducks underneath, like kind of looking around at everyone and looking a little frightened as it's getting surrounded. Next is good old Thunderfist. You will notice a screeching behind you as a goblin will run out of the bushes and come up and try to attack you with a scimitar in his hand. 12.
Miss.
Okay. So it swings and you can dip dive out of the way. Next, this guy will pull out a scimitar and attack you, Cat, in the back. That will be a 10.
Doesn't hit.
Perfect.
I thought you meant 10 damage for a second.
No. 10 to hit. The only reason they hit everybody so well last time is they had advantage on everything because they were surprising you guys. So
yeah.
This one will shoot an arrow at Ilra for a 5. So it kind of ping off your armor. You kind of look at it and smile. Thunder Fist.
All right. I'm gonna real quick slide underneath this goblin and try and slice him with my short sword.
Okay.
Oh, I get to re-roll it with my lucky.
Okay.
Can I have that 23?
No. Gotta re-roll it. Oh my god.
That is not lucky.
You gotta be kidding me.
Luck.
That is beyond unlucky.
Let me see.
I'm going to now punch him in the back. Just
Okay.
because I can.
We'll play natural ones. I have a friend
Okay.
that plays a certain rule and I liked it. On a natural one, you're basically losing your, like, you're not as stable. You will lose your reaction for that turn.
Okay.
So
just
I think
the
that's
reaction?
a good way to punish. Just your reaction. So you won't be able to use your reaction this next turn.
That's fine. Oh yeah, because it uses my reaction to.
Like now he could run away without getting an attack of opportunity, basically from you.
Yeah, hon.
You're just basically unstable or something. So yeah, go ahead and punch him with your offhand. $12 will miss. Goodness, you guys need to roll better.
4 ones in a row.
For level 1.
Lower in there. Out of 6 rolls, 4 ones.
Level 1. Level 1.
Exactly. You kind of punch him in the stomach, but because you kind of slipped with your sword, it just taps him, and he's like kind of laughs at you. Cat.
All right, I am going to try to smack the dude who shot me in the back with my rapier.
Okay.
17 to
That
hit.
will hit. That will hit for sure.
7 piercing.
7. This one like swings. You kind of duck out of the way, and then slice right across his throat as blood, and he just collapses to the ground, dead.
Good way of doing it. I didn't even have to use my sneak attack.
That is a way to do it for sure. Okay. This goblin will attack. Let me roll for it.
That's for real. It's going to attack me.
Why is nothing happening? This is annoying. Okay. Evens odds. Evens odds. Odds. Cats. This one swings its scimitar at you. Seen you kill its friend. It will be an 18 to hit.
And that hits.
3 slashing.
I'm down.
Slices you across the back. You guys watch as cat falls, and everyone kind of in this flash of realization, you realize this is real. We are in danger here. This is not just like the storybooks. We could die.
Wait, did you say what happened to Kat? Did she?
She didn't die. She just fell. She's unconscious.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She's KO'd.
KO'd. So I am going to this goblin thing, I guess that's there behind me. I'm going to my war hammer one-handed at it.
Okay.
14 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay, as my bonus action, I would like to cast Healing Word on our fallen friend, assuming I saw that.
Yeah.
I think I would have. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Healing Word.
Okay.
There. 7. Okay. 4 for you, my friend.
I will take 4. 4 is a nice number.
Half your hit points.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Right?
What's your constitution modifier? Okay.
Low?
Must be.
Oh, constitution's my lowest.
Yeah.
That's not.
You did the
straight.
negative constitution modifier?
Yeah. That was
Not smart.
that's why your HP's so low. I was like, man, she's getting walloped here. I was like, most wizards have better HP.
My
That's
first
alright.
game, I played a druid. Like, oh, hey, I got knocked down again. It was my entire life, so it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. You may want to switch to a longbow.
Short
or a
bow. Yeah.
I have a
Drift.
short bow.
At least until a couple levels. Drift.
Okay, I'm seeing that obviously the throwing things at these guys are not working, and so I am going to Eldritch Blast this goblin to try to get people into safety.
Roll it. You guys need to roll better.
Man.
Goodness gracious.
Good grief!
I know,
It
right?
is bad tonight.
Kind of shatters on the tree behind him. He kind of
If 2020
and
was
I have
dice
no bonus
rolls.
actions. I have no bonus actions, so I am going to.
2020 was dice rolls. We don't get critical hits.
Yeah,
go.
never mind.
No,
I don't know.
I would get the critical hits. You guys wouldn't.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna just stay here and be like, guess we die.
Guess we die. Hector.
Really quickly,
Yes.
I can use an athletics check to grapple him, right?
It would be a strength v strength, correct? Yeah, I'm pretty sure grapple strength v strength. It's like a contested strength, or he can use
acrobatics or athletics to get out of it.
Yeah,
That's
to
right.
get out. So we'll do
Yeah,
athletics v athletics. I like that better.
Nah, I think I am just going to try to whack him with my sword.
Okay.
Man.
Miss. You guys, I'll just kill you. I hope you all have better characters in mind than these ones. These ones were not ready for adventuring.
I'm going to make another character. Their name is Pat, and the only difference is the Constitution and Charisma are swapped.
If you want to switch those after this battle, I'm okay with that. I'm not against that, really. This one will swing at Thunderfist and miss with a 5. Misses. I don't think. This one is
Dancing tall
dead.
boy.
This one's gonna shoot an arrow at Ilra. That'll be a 10, so it'll ting off your armor again. Thunderfist, it is your turn.
Maybe sleeping
Right.
while I bring him.
Huh?
Josh was
Well-
asleep, otherwise I was going to bring him.
While wielding my sword, I am going to go ahead and stab him straight in the gut.
That will hit.
5 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll follow up with a punch straight in the nose
That'll hit.
for another
You-
4.
Stab him. It goes all the way through. You kind of watch it come out the other side, and then you just and he collapses, like falling on your blade. The blade kind of drags up his body a little as you rip it out. He is dead.
All right. And then I'm going to run to this next guy with my short, nimble legs. Oh, I could run right up to him.
Yeah.
I want to attempt to
You roll
sprint
me an
to him.
athletics check to get up the hill.
Yep. Athletics, come on.
Okay. Yep. You get up the hill. You
All
guys are all
right.
rolling. You're all rolling really good on your athletics check.
And now I want to say, come on, let's tussle there, smelly boy.
All right, Cat.
Okay, I am back up, so I'm gonna slap this guy with my rapier.
Yes. So you use half your movement to stand up. Are you?
No, I think I'm just gonna be a little off
Meh.
balance from getting knocked unconscious and trying to get back up
Yeah,
too quickly.
Yeah.
Man, we
I
really
got a
need a
little
bard or
lightheaded.
something.
So you will lose your reaction for the next next turn.
That's fair.
Goblin. Neither of you have hit him yet, so even the odds. I'll leave it at that. Cat. Sorry.
Yeah.
That will be an 18 to hit. That will be 6 slashing damage.
And I fall back down.
Sorry.
Get up. Get knocked down. Get back up again.
Okay.
I am
Ilra.
going to cast Toll the Dead on this one that just knocked my friend back down. Well, my
Alright.
acquaintance.
So he
That's
needs to
a
make a
wisdom.
wisdom saving throw. It'll be a 12.
And mine, I think, is 13. Where's my?
That
Yes.
Sounds right. Okay. So it'll be a D8. He has not been damaged yet.
All D8.
5. Not looking good. The bell kind of rings and he kind of grabs his head and screams in pain. Drift. Oh, you're muted. Here,
You're muted.
Alan muted you. I muted you earlier, I
Oh.
think.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast the apparently untouchable goblin here.
I mean, he just got hit, but yeah, you'll hit him.
All right.
Don't roll a 1.
So, well, let's see.
There you go.
And then, yeah, so 8. I am going to use the Genie's Wrath on that one.
So,
So
you.
9. So 9.
So what does your Eldritch Blast look like?
My Eldritch Blast comes out as like it almost looks like it looks like a thunderstorm coming out of my fist when I shoot it. And it hits, and when it hits, there's not only the force damage, but also a bit of thunder damage as well.
Huh.
Yeah, that
Yeah, so
Genie's
you-
Wrath is thunder damage.
like a dark cloud moving quickly, slams into him and like launches this goblin back as he dies. Okay. Jordan. Hector. Sorry, your name's Jordan on here.
Is he muted too?
No. Hector?
We can't hear
Can't
you, Jordan.
hear you.
If you're talking, yes.
He will move to here.
There you
But he's going to have to do an athletics check to do that, correct?
go. To get down, you'll be fine. You can just get down.
Is that down or up?
Wait, are you going?
Went down and then he went up.
Oh, it is down.
Oh, yeah, you will have to do it to go up, though.
2 of them. Okay. So the first one did not go well.
No. So you start to kind of climb up, and then you fall back down, and you are prone on the ground below.
I can't hear you over the music. Hang on. I got to figure out how to turn down the music a little
So
bit.
you go to your settings cog up in the top corner. There.
That better?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yes, much better.
So yeah, you start to climb up, and then you will some loose rock will get under your hand, and you'll fall back down. You will be prone on the ground.
Prone and on the ground. Okay, so from a prone position. Can I throw like this seems impossible as someone who did javelin in middle school. Can I throw a javelin from the prone position?
I mean, it'll be a disadvantage for sure.
And then I can't see this person either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to risk it.
Well.
I'm not going to risk it. So, I guess my turn's over.
Yeah.
You could use your action to.
Oh yeah. Action to stand up.
You can stand up. No, that's half your movement to stand up, and you've only used half your movement. You won't be able to move any further, but you can stand up.
I'll stand back up.
And then you could like dash.
Yeah,
I mean, you could throw the javelin now. You can see him now for sure.
That's true. That's a good point.
Now that you're standing,
I have to pull up my character sheet though. I can't just throw a javelin from.
$13 will miss. So ping, it sticks right into the tree right next to the goblin.
I just kind of growl.
The goblin will. He is going to disengage.
Oh.
And begin to run. He'll kind of jump off this little landing and land and kind of look at the bugbear and then just keep moving. He'll get right about there. That will be his turn. Thunderfist. Wait, technically he's not there. Sorry, he's one more back. Right there.
I'm going to chase him.
Okay.
While screaming. Oh, wait, no, I can move another 25. Move, because I'm going to use the dash action. I'm going to cut him off.
Okay. If you run by him, he can take an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, I'm going to slide underneath him and keep running. Okay. So, yeah.
It'll be a 19.
All right.
So it'll be 3 slashing damage. So you kind of zoom by him and he really quickly with his scimitar slices at you.
Okay.
Cat.
I think I have to roll a death save.
Oh yeah, you're down, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a death saving throw. You succeed.
Yay! I get to live. I was like, Why are you calling on me? I'm laying on the ground going.
I forgot. I didn't see you still have HP on your thing, so I didn't think of that.
You said 7 and I just went, well, I'm down. Didn't even bother to type the
Don't worry
0.
about it. That's all right. So you saved that first one. Ilra.
So I'm going to go assist the one that's down.
Okay.
To athletics check to get up to her.
Yes.
Okay. Hopefully I make it. Athletics.
Fortunately, you do not make it. You kind of almost, and then you roll back, landing on your back. You are prone.
Wow. That's no fun.
So
I can stand myself back up.
yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right. Drift.
I am going to run on over here, my 30 feet of movement, and I am going to cast a little spelly spell on the goblin.
Okay. Levitate.
And so, yeah, and I'm going to try to just lift him up 20 feet in the air.
Can I not? Like, there's no save for this, or just have...
unwilling creature.
Save.
It's a Constitution saving.
Constitution
Yeah,
saving.
it
I
should
was
be a
like, where?
Constitution
How am I
save.
missing that? Oh, it's right there.
Mhm.
Okay. I was like, what? Just keep it right. Okay. It's gonna be 7.
So 20 feet up in the air.
he float up in the air, being levitated. I have a good levitating symbol. Do this one. Levitated. You're levitating him. Hector. You're muted again, Jordan.
I believe this calls for a javelin.
You have multiple javelins, correct?
Yeah, I have 5.
Okay. Then yeah,
Okay.
that will miss.
I am
Thunderfist,
terrible.
You watch as he throws it, and then a javelin kind of next to you. You're like, oh, that almost hit you, but not quite. You're good. Da 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 da.
I would like to move forward.
Okay. I don't think he can like try to save against it.
I think it's just a one save, and then
Yeah. Okay. He has an idea. Or I have an idea, I guess. He's gonna pull out his longbow or short bow and aim it at Mr. Drift here. So this could end up killing himself. But that's a goblin for you. 17 to hit.
That will just hit.
That will be max damage at 8 piercing.
Whew.
Hit you right in the shoulder as you.
And then I need to make a concentration check,
yes.
which is Constitution saving throw, right?
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
You make it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, because it's half or it's 10. So, yep. So you make it. So he continues. He kind of growls in anger as you hit him. As he stays up in the air. Although it's probably better for him in the long run.
I have plans.
I don't know if he could take 2d6 damage if he fell. So, Thunderfist. You watch as this goblin raises up in front of you. He's kind of struggling in the air. Then he decides to pull out his bow, shoots.
All right, I'm gonna try and make it to here.
Okay. Go and roll an athletics check for me. You unfortunately cannot. You start climbing up and roll back down, fall on your back. You're proned.
Prone.
Proned.
And I've used 20 of my 25. So can I use the dash action to stand up?
Sure.
Okay, and then that's my turn.
Cat, roll a death saving throw for me. 6.
Ow.
Oh.
One failure. Ilra.
I'm going to attempt to jump up the hill.
Roll athletics check for me.
I'm supposed to be proficient at this. What is wrong with this rolling?
You cannot. You fall down, landing on your back.
And
You
I
could
stand
like.
back up again. I'm going to. I'm going to stand up, and as my bonus action, I will use my last healing word. I was
Okay.
trying to get to you so I could touch and spare the dying, but since I failed the second time, I will heal word instead.
Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and roll it. 5 points. Cat, you are back up. Safe from death
Ah.
for the time being. Drift.
I would like to raise the goblin another 20 feet and then end the spell.
So he's going to. As you get up there, go ahead and roll 46 for me. Roll low. Oh. He kind of raises up. He's like looking around in fright, and then you drop it, and then he's.
That is one of the most brutal things I have done, and I love it.
All right.
Warlocks,
You all
they're
are,
evil.
I
all
am
are-
so happy.
out of combat for now.
I would like to kind of pat myself on the chest and use some of my lay on hands ability.
if anyone has any healing, I have 1 hit point or 2 hit points.
Blue man, you want a drink?
There you go.
Thank you.
Healing.
Well,
Now, don't
it's
mind me.
ale.
I'm
It's
just going
ale.
to fix my constitution there.
That's fine.
I have a 15 in Constitution, and I only have 10 hit points.
Yeah. Constitution is
Yeah.
what you want it to be as high as you can be.
Drift, as I hand you an ale, I'm going to grab your forearm. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to hand you an ale and grab your forearm and heal you. Oh, come on. 8 damage.
Whoa. What monk has healing?
I guess he does.
Halfling of the Mark of Healing.
Oh, Mark of Healing halfling. Okay.
But that starts at 3rd level, though.
No,
Oh, never.
it starts at 1st level. At level, I can add Cluster Restoration to it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Awesome.
Wow. Well,
That's nice.
Yeah.
Since I
Get
am
once a day,
healed,
but
I would like to
do
get
you
my
need some
dagger
healing,
back.
Thunder?
I'm okay.
I would like to get my dagger back that I've lost and maybe start looting the goblins because I know that's what adventurers do is loot things.
I am definitely going to look for anything shiny because I am upset that they knocked me down twice and I had to get patched up. So anything that looks shiny is coming into my pockets.
Okay. You guys will look through the goblins. You'll find probably, I'll say, 25 copper pieces and 4 silver. Not a lot. Roll investigation checks. 2 of you who are looking, looting the bodies. Just 2 of you. Oh, do we want a treasure tracker? Probably. Do you guys want a treasure tracker?
Please.
The handout.
Anybody proficient in investigation?
I am.
Drifting Cat, you have it.
There you go.
I am literally, though, recreating my character as fast as possible. think it was perception.
Okay. I'll just take that investigation. That's good. So you kind of look around the bodies. You were able to find all that. There's not much else. You would find a small or a piece of paper with this kind of very crude map on it. It looks like they had marked the spot where they were doing ambushes, and leading to the north is probably their cave. It's in Goblin, unless you guys can read Goblin.
I can read Goblin.
You can read Goblin? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, so you can translate it for him. It basically, I mean, it just says like home base. It doesn't really say anything specific, and it's very crude. Looks like someone not super intelligent wrote it, but it kind of, yeah, it's a very simple map leading back to where you assume this base would be that these goblins came from. Well, what are you guys doing?
I'm sulking.
I want to check the horses and see if there are any tracks that might look like, well, our friends died here or their horses died here.
Okay. So you look over the horses. They have been picked clean of anything valuable. You would find on the one that you kind of remember, Gundren was riding, the horse he was riding. You find what looks to be a map case of some kind. Would contain a map. So it's a nice like wood map case.
Gundren was the dwarf, right?
Yep.
I would like to. What did we get from the loot? Right, we got
Just the pieces.
Yep.
And a
Just
map.
the money, the copper pieces, 4 silver, and a
Okay, thank
base
you.
map of like the goblin.
Okay. Is there any way I can maybe roll another investigation check to see if we can tell anything else about possibly the whereabouts of our friends, or if we just need to keep going on to
So
Phandelver?
Kat was going to roll. You guys found that map case. Kat was going to roll. Go ahead and roll, Kat, a survival check for me.
1 second. Character Mancer is thinking. I literally just recreated my character from
that's the way to do it.
I screen capped it and then just was inputting everything as fast as I could while I was talking. Sorry about that.
You're good. You're good. If someone else wants to roll survival, if anybody else feels like
I was gonna say it is literally stuck right now. I can roll 1d20.
Yeah, just do that. If you know what your wisdom is, by chance.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah, you don't really see many tracks around here, unfortunately.
Have y'all had the thing where building your character stops with like a finger width left?
I've had it a couple of times before.
Because that's just what happened.
No es bueno.
No es bueno.
Did not.
I think my character just totally went away. What?
It still is. I mean, you have it in mind.
Okay, it sort of went away. All my personality traits and everything, nothing is in there, but oh well.
And everything else?
Everything else is there. So.
Okay.
My wisdom is 10. It's nothing.
10. So nothing. So yeah, you guys, Kat doesn't see any tracks, unfortunately. She kind of looks around. It's pretty muddled. The road it's pretty traveled. So what'd you guys like to do?
I'd like to kind of study that case of whatever his name is.
Gundren.
Dwarf. Gundren, yeah.
So you open up the case and it is empty. It's just a nice map case. You assume there was probably a map in there.
Probably.
Well,
all right. Let's go in town, deliver these supplies, get some more ale, and let's go kick some goblin butt.
Yeah, it seems like we're gonna get paid whether he's there or not, right? So
We can always come check out the goblins after we drop the loot.
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
So I go back over to the cart to get it ready for traveling, and
It is, just so you guys know, it's evening, so you would probably have to take a rest at this point. The oxen are pretty tired. But you should be
even
able to
after
make it.
all the battling,
I mean, it was
They
what,
just
like
stood there.
it was like 3 rounds or 4 rounds, so it was like 30 seconds. You guys battled for a whole 30
Touche.
seconds. So
Hey, I'm a warlock. That is pretty much it for me.
All right, I'm gonna.
No,
I was-
wait, I actually didn't use any of my spell slots that round, so I can go again one more time.
I'm
you
gonna-
yeah,
cast
no,
levitate.
I'd like a rest.
Levitate is a racial trait.
Oh,
Racial
okay.
trait.
So you guys want to set up and rest here?
Yeah, and I'm gonna take
Not
some
in
hide
the
off the
down
horses.
portion, like off to the side or up on the hill, so we're not like
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
in bad location. Like,
Hang
That's
on.
fine. Yeah,
I
you
gotta
guys,
tell my barbarian goodnight.
you're pretty aware you guys can find a
Okay.
place to rest, a place where you guys can be safe. You won't necessarily do it right here. So, okay. Just keeping watch tonight.
I can.
Okay. So you're taking first watch, second watch.
Sure.
Second watch, Hector. Third watch.
I'll take third.
Okay. Kat, go ahead and roll perception check for me.
My perception modifier is incorrect. I can tell you that before I roll it.
I'm sorry. I thought when I flipped my microphone up, I thought that means
Because it's supposed to be 5. So that would be a perception of 10. Because it should be plus. I don't know why it's not giving that to me.
Yeah. Oh, it won't be 5 because your wisdom is low.
Even if I took expertise on perception.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was 5 before
So it'll be,
she
it would
did
be
the
4.
switch.
It'd be
So
4.
it'd be
then.
4, so it'd be 9.
Yeah.
I don't
you'll
know
have
why
to-
it lost everything again. I'll fix.
Yeah. You can fix that. And yeah, it's here somewhere where you're at right now. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Perception expertise. There you go.
Danke.
And then you're proficient, I would assume, with it too.
Yeah.
Okay. So 9. Looking around seems to be pretty safe. So you go ahead and wake up Hector. Hector, roll perception
Hector
check.
would like to roll a perception check, but he's gonna have to go over here, then click this button, swing over, then scroll down.
Okay.
That was
Hector, with your dark vision,
Mm-hmm.
you would see kind of in the distance in some of the trees, you would see some eyes looking at you.
I growl at them.
You growl at them. Yeah, they probably would disappear.
Okay.
All right. Head off to sleep. Then Drift, wake up and
And I would like to tell Drift about the eyes that I saw.
Oh, I would like to be like overly looking for these eyes as I make my perception check.
you
And apparently, I am just looking for eyes and miss everything else.
yes. Seems to be pretty quiet. You will end your shift without anything happening. So you're good. You all wake up in the morning, ready to go.
Nice.
Okay. So you're heading to Phandelver then? All right. Perfect.
Mhm.
Okay. About the first half day of travel, you're heading up Tribor Trail. Again, this is a little rough. It's not nearly as nice as the high road was. But then as you get about halfway through your day, you notice another kind of painted sign pinned into the ground, pointing southward, saying Phandelver. And as you kind of turn down this road is even worse. This is rutted. You guys would probably have to go even slower than you were going because it's pretty rough. So you're kind of jostling around, and then the rest of the day, travel without any issue. So as you're traveling along the road, you would emerge from this wooded hillside, and you'd catch your first glimpse of Phandelver. So this town consists of about 40 to 50 log buildings, some built out of fieldstone, and then newer houses built out of wood. And you can kind of see these old ruins of a town that maybe used to be here, but then since has been resettled and new buildings have been put up. As you're kind of moving into town, you're moving through these rutted tracks that are very bouncy. You see some kids running in a nearby field, and you see some people moving throughout the town. As it's getting close to evening, they are all getting ready for evening of rest. So this will be your map for Phandelver. If it loads, you'll be coming from this direction, Tribor Trail.
So let's go to, I believe it was the Stonehill Inn? Or the Miners' Exchange?
Barthen's Provisions where you were dropping these off. So right first in town. As you are coming into town, kind of as you're getting past that first house, you will see a woman in a kind of a fine blue dress, her black hair pulled into a tight bun behind her. She'll kind of wave you down. This is a nice looking dress, but you would probably notice as she's walking that she's not wearing nice shoes. She has like these work boots on that you probably would see on a lot of people in town. She would come up and say, hello, my name is Lynn. Are you the adventurers that were traveling with Gundren?
Yes, we are.
Okay. He never arrived. Do you have any idea what happened?
He probably dead. But
Dead?
yeah, we found his horses back. They traveled back. They cut up. They gutted them horses.
Oh dear. And did you see
Yeah, it was gross.
What my
no
colleague
bodies.
is.
No bodies. He might have escaped, or he might be in the Goblin Town thingy cave.
No relation.
Okay.
Okay, sensitive.
Well,
what my colleague has been trying to say, most esteemed, is that we found the remains of a goblin attack. We were in turn attacked by said goblins and disposed of them. But it does appear as though the esteemed Mr. Rockseeker and Sir Hogwinter were nowhere to be found, and with no remains, we can only assume the worst.
Oh dear. Well, I hopefully they're all right. Do you have plans to? You said that they might be at a goblin hideout of some kind.
We found a map. Once we get rid of the cart of stuff here, we'll go back out and look and see what we can find.
All right. Well, thank you for the information. I'm sorry to hear about Gundren. I hope he's all right. And she'll kind of bow her head and start moving away, kind of back towards town. Okay, so you guys can head the rest of the way in. As you kind of come down the hill, you'd see the sign for Barthen's Provisions, which you guys would remember. That is where you need to drop off these supplies. You kind of pull up in front. It's a pretty normal building, nothing special. All these buildings are pretty low budget, I guess you could say, but it's doors closed. What you guys like to do?
Bang, bang, bang.
Okay, you knock on the door and you hear a voice come from inside. Oh, come in.
Hello.
Going in.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, sounds like I open the door and go in.
Okay. So you kind of walk in, and this is it kind of would be equal to almost a grocery store in ways. That's the shelves along the walls are padded with supplies, not like weaponry or anything like that. More like food, provisions, useful items like rope and things like that, kind of padding the walls. And there's a heavier set man, kind of balding with the hair around his head, with this pretty hefty beard. He kind of waves you in and says, "Hello, welcome to Barthen's Provisions. What can I do for you?"
We're adventurers hired by Gundren.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we got your junk outside.
Okay. Oh, all right. And he'll kind of come around the edge, and say, "Oh, boys, come help." And you'll hear some like scuttering in the back. And as you guys would head outside with Barthen, two kind of teenage boys would come around the corner and start unloading the supplies, and heading to the back of Barthen's. Yes. He kind of looks around. Where's Gundren at?
Dead, maybe.
Oh, dead.
He's missing in action. Don't listen to our short friend here.
Hey,
Oh.
short! Who you calling short? You pipsqueak. I ain't no shorty.
As he looks up and says that to you. Just missing or dead? Which one is it?
Yeah, his horse is dead.
At the moment, there was no body, no remains, so therefore we can assume the best is maybe escaped and lost in wilderness. The worst is eaten by goblins. So
Oh dear. Oh, I hope he made it. Well, either way, and he'll kind of pull out a pouch and open it up. I owe you some gold. He had paid ahead of time to get this delivered, and he'll kind of hand each of you 10 gold pieces.
Into my pouch it goes.
And there has been talks of goblin attacks on the road recently. It seems they were more active lately. We've heard of some travelers who nearly escaped. Lynn, actually, and he kind of points down the road at the kind of the bigger building towards the end, at the Lion Shield Coster. She actually just recently lost a load of supplies herself to the goblins. They've been kind of wild. I'm not sure what's gotten into them. They're not normally like this. But, well, again, thank you. And if you need any supplies of any kind, please come speak to me. He kind of nods his head and heads back into the building. What would you guys like to do?
So it's about a day's ride back there. So what do you say we get some actual good food here in town and head back out tomorrow?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Barthen would also take the horse and cart because that is his as well.
You mean the oxen cart?
That's what I meant. Yeah, oxen cart.
Verification there. Sorry, I was like, did we bring the dead horses?
No,
because I missed that.
Oxen cart, that he will take that as well.
Is there a place where we can maybe just go to the inn, spend the night, then head out to look for, our patron?
maybe in 2 weeks' time, after in the next session. I'm sorry, I'm fading fast, guys. I'm still, my exhaustion from the COVID's not totally back.
Okay. Well, yeah, you guys can head to the Stonehill Inn.
Stonehill Inn.
Let's head to the Stonehill Inn. Takes some sleep.
Okay. Yep. So we can end the session there, and we can continue next week.
If you guys want to keep going,
or 2 weeks.
I can. Yeah, if you guys want to keep going, I have no problem with someone having control of my character, but I'm not going to be able to keep going.
No, that's good. We
usually end right around here anyway. We're not terribly.
Yeah.
When we go longer, I start to fade too.
Mhm.
By the
Okay.
way, a lot of people. Did you redo your background, Cordell?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you do
Yeah,
it for a
it-
church or something? It's really fancy.
No, thanks. It's not fancy at all. Everything's very cheap. So
Well, it looks fancy.
I just upped my Zoom game, basically.
Mhm.
So, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're just cheap lights. I have 2 cheap lights and then couple cheap lights on the ground too. So,
It looks very nice.
So is that for church or just cuz?
just to have a nice video.